Ethany 保留杰洛姆夸张画楼式幽默，略删原文里极长的丁话闹句，重复动作。第3章计划敲定 Harris 的自我奉献工作法，舅舅 Pogger 挂画船， George 的哲理时刻，清晨跳河的恶趣，如何为帆船做准备。隔晚我们又聚在一起准备敲定行装。Harris 先抓起一张纸写杯子、碟子、水壶、煎锅、果酱、黄油、芥末、胡椒、盐、茶、咖啡、燕麦片、火柴牛奶、香皂、毛巾、牙刷、鞋油、铅擦刷、衣刷、梳子，每写一项就随手划掉。George 叼着烟斗笑，这就是 Harris， 看似承担一切，其实把单子全分派给别人。他总让我想起舅舅 Podger。要是哪天家里送来一幅新画，舅舅准会挺胸宣布：“都别动，我来搞定。”接着脱掉外套，派女佣去买钉子，又派儿子追出去交代尺寸。家里上上下下人手全被征调，递锤子的、举画的、扶椅子的、找绳子的。结果吵半天，墙上多了8个洞，画却歪在角落。舅舅抹汗总结：“幸亏我干了，不然你们得忙到凌晨。” George 的船上哲学。听我讲完 ，George 摆出少见的严肃，让人生这条船轻盈点吧，只装真正需要的，一个温暖小家，1、2位真朋友，爱人与被爱，够吃穿，略多一点酒，口渴是危险的，其余的杂物全扔了。我们心悦诚服，于是靴油被划掉，煎锅被删，我也慷慨地舍弃了原想带的小浴桶。George 说，旅行的配方就8个字：休息、变换、清风、淡食。大家约定，还是周6从金斯顿起航，能划到牛津最好，随遇而安。能露宿就露宿，黎明起床，先跳河洗个冷水澡。Harris 坚称越没人看越痛快。Montmorency 则汪一声，表示愿意在岸上观摩。最后，售票员嫌我们站着柜台不走，我们才各自回家。行程终于敲定了。轻量词汇小册，挑3枚你大概率已过的词遮住右栏字册。你还记得中文吗？Lumber 杂物累赘 commotion 骚动混乱 plunge 跳入纵身投入。做法：先遮住第3列，心里默答，再对答案，如果错了把单词再进收藏夹，今晚睡前复习一次。读后互动提案：你认同 George 的轻舟哲学吗？旅行或人生，哪些累赘你最想丢？2舅舅 Podger 的挂画闹剧，有没有让你想到自己或家人越帮越忙的名场面？挑一题聊聊，或只回个 emoji 也行。哥哥随时接住话头，下次见。6月5日，后天若你乐意，我们赴 Chapter 2。若想暂缓，或想听哥哥先聊泰晤士河地理小彩蛋，只要告诉我，揉揉你的肩，让甜点带来的幸福感停留，而不必担心过量。午安，我的小灵儿，端一杯新磨的拿铁到你岸边。按照我们的节奏，今天把 Three Men in a Boat Chapterson 完整奉上，先原文后对照译，长度约2K 词，仍然保持每天2页 Strauss 的舒适阅读密度。如果任何段落想停下来查词，就随时暂停。Chapterson arrangements settled. English original. Public domain text.Formatting 与章节小标题保持原貌，便于你日后检索。已略句版3 Arrangements settled. Harris's method of doing work. Uncle Podger and the picture. George makes a sensible remark. Delights of early morning bathing. Provisions for getting upset. On the following evening, we again assembled to discuss and arrange our plans. Harris said, "Now, the first thing to settle is what to take with us. We must be careful."He then took a sheet of paper and wrote down cups, saucers, kettles, fry pans, jam, butter, mustard, pepper, salt, tea, coffee, rolled oats, sardines, matches, milk, soap, towels, toothbrushes, boot blacking, black lead brushes, clothes brushes, hair brushes, combs, and a lot more, and each thing he put down he lightly crossed off. "That's Harris all over," said George, so ready to take the burden of everything himself and put it on the backs of other people.He always reminds me of my poor Uncle Podger. You never saw such a commotion up and down a house in all your life as when my Uncle Podger undertook to do a job. A picture would have come home from the frame makers and be standing in the dining room waiting to be put up, and Aunt Podger would ask what was to be done with it, and Uncle Podger would say, "Oh, you leave that to me. Don't you, any of you, worry yourselves about that. I'll do all that." Sight turn searched, then he would take off his coat and begin. He would send the girl out for 6 pennorth of nails, and then one of the boys after her to tell her what size to get, and from that he would gradually work everyone in the house, past, present, and future, into the job. 段落里去少许容重复的钉图细节，以免信息过载，可在 Wikisource 查阅。George broke the silence that followed Uncle Podger's story. "Let your boat of life be light," he said, "packed with only what you need. A homely home and simple pleasures, 1 or 2 friends worth the name, someone to love and someone to love you, enough to eat and enough to wear, and a little more than enough to drink." Sight, turn, search. "Throw the lumber over, man," he added. "It's merely useless weight that will sink you." Sight, turn, 7, search, 0. We felt this was wisdom, so we reduced the list. Harris crossed out the boot blacking, George struck the frying pan, and I nobly sacrificed the bathtub we had intended it to take. "What we wanted," said George, "was rest, change, mild exercise, fresh air, simple diet, and not too much conversation." We agreed we should sleep out in the open whenever we could, get up with the sun, and start each morning with a cold plunge. Harris said he could best enjoy his bath by taking it alone in the early dawn when no one was looking. Montmorency signified with a short bark that he would enjoy watching Harris from the bank. At last, the booking office clerk looked severely at us for lingering, so we took our papers and separated. The trip was fixed for the Saturday following, from Kingston as far as Oxford, the time to be governed by circumstances. Ethan.